Hey, welcome. Today we'll check this, the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2 DEX. Logitech finally released a new eSport gaming mouse, and this is not just a refreshed version of one of the older gaming mice. This DEX version is a completely new shape and an ergonomic shape. Before we started, just to be clear, and I think some of you will be disappointed, but this is not a new G703. But I think this DEX took some inspiration from the G703. We will check that more in details. Logitech with the G Pro X Superlight creates one of the most used and appreciated ambidextrous shape in the eSport gaming industry. It can be easily recommended. But did Logitech create the same with the Superlight 2 DEX? Can this G Pro DEX be the new most used and appreciated ergonomic mouse in the eSport gaming industry? Let's find out. But first, let's check what we get in the box. In this standard Logitech box, you have here the DEX in white. It's also available in black and magenta. I already noticed this grey stock PTFE skate. If you haven't checked my video about the best PTFE skates for the G Pro X2, I recommend check this out. I also highly recommend changing the skates. Unfortunately, the DEX geometry aren't the same as on the G Pro X2. Here the bottom rounded skate has slightly another shape and the top one is bigger. Until third-party skates are available, you can use dot skates for example. Also in the box you will find the dongle and adapter, the usual plastic cable and thin grip tapes, the power play plate with skates, cleaning cloth and the manual. Regarding the specifications, the DEX share the same specs as the standard G Pro X Superlight 2. So it has the latest G Hero 2 sensor, which enable a DPI up to 44,000. With the latest firmware update available in the Logitech G Up software, you can now set the polling rates up to 8000 Hz in wireless mode. With a weight of 58 grams on my copy, it's even lighter than the ambidextrous version despite having a bigger volume. It's also well balanced for an ergonomic gaming mouse. The main clicks have the same switches as on the G Pro X2, the Logitech Light Force Optical. So let's do a quick sound and quality check. The main clicks feel surprisingly light, almost no noticeable post or pre-travel. It's the same optical switches as on the G Pro X Superlight 2, which received heavy critics for being too hard. It looks like Logitech take this into consideration and now they feel good. Light but not too much, good enough for spamming. It's still not better than an homegrown optical switches, but feels better as the Raisha switches which can be found on the Viper V3 Pro for example. The scroll wheel is okay. It feels light with good defined steps. It feels the same compared to the G Pro X. It carries over the part as well as the side buttons. It's the same famous mushy feeling we know with some post-travel in a larger size. Regarding the build quality, it's a very good build gaming mouse. Solid side structure, no flex. But the clicks have still a bit of side play. Nothing loose inside, everything is on place. Good quality here. Also the coating feels good, it's like the standard Superlight, very smooth and provides for my dry hands a good grip. And about the skates, as I'd said before, definitely not the best out of the box. This is something I would have seen being improved from Logitech. It's playable, but compared from what is possible today, definitely change them as fast as you can. They will not last very long. Now moving to the shape and size, here Logitech did quite something new. It's not a clone from anything I know, but I see some small similarities in some part of the mouse with others. But for me it still remains unique. I will say the left side is kind of inspired by the G703. You can see how high the mouse side shape is here. It covers almost the main clicks. Like the G703, it has a very high profile. Also the side buttons are in a higher position. The whole left side curves feel similar to the G703, but that's it with the similarities with the G703. For the rest, the front of the mouse is very narrow, feels like the smaller Decider V3 Hyperspeed, while the back is more like the large Decider V3 Pro. So it combines the narrow shape of a small gaming mouse at the front with the back support of a larger gaming mouse. And this is quite unique and the reason why it looks weird at first but feels very good. So what grips are possible with this shape? Because it has a narrow profile at the front, you can aggressively grip the front of the mouse, and the larger back then gives a good support and contact to your palm, which avoids the mouse to drift on the side. It's more locked in your palm and enable a more precise and stable grip. I will say especially claw grip is very good with this mouse, palm grip also for smaller hands gamer. So this shape remains like his ambidextrous G Pro X brother, also very universal for an ergonomic mouse. Regarding my performance and experience in gaming, the polling rates feel stable and the mouse is very responsive, no shuddering feeling, so no problem here. What was a bit difficult to get used to it was the side button position. They are a bit too high for me, my thumb is mostly placed close to the bottom edge of the mouse. So my thumb needs to do every time a long travel to reach side button destination. The shape feels very comfortable even after longer gaming session. But you are kind locked in on one grip depending on your hand size. There is not too much room to adjust your grip, for example changing the grip between tracking and micro adjustment, at least with my hand size. So this is something to consider. Also the skates are not good as mentioned several times before. But also they are very loud if you use a glass pad, like for example here. So, to sum up, I have mixed opinion with this Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2 DEX. On the one hand, it's nice to see Logitech bringing something new, a new gaming mouse shape, great technical specification and more oriented for competitive gaming. On the other hand, I don't think this ergo shape will have as much success as the ambidextrous G Pro X. It's still a special ergo shape which is not easy to recommend as the standard G Pro X. Moreover, with a price of $160 or €170 plus $10 or euros for new PTFE skates, I am expecting a bit more, especially an improvement regarding the side buttons feeling and scroll wheel. They carry over the part from a 4-year-old gaming mouse, and I am not even speaking about the PTFE skates, which is a shame at this price point. But I personally really like the shape. The biggest positive point here is that maybe Logitech just chose the right direction for the upcoming gaming mice. And I hope to really see some new refreshed version of the G305 or G703 for example using the same approach as this DEX version. This will be awesome for the future of the gaming PC peripheral space. So that is for today's video about the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2 DEX gaming mouse. I hope you enjoyed this review. If so, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.